Hello, my beautiful friends. What is up? How are you? I hope that you are having the most incredible day and you're staying safe and healthy wherever you are in the world. So today we are going to be doing a little update on Moldavite and Libyan Desert Glass. I have been wearing Libyan Desert Glass for a few months now, and I kind of wanted to talk about my experience with both of them, working with them together, what I still think about Moldavite, do I wear Moldavite all the time, how do I work with it, you know, all the fun things. I don't have any notes for today, so I'm kind of just going to be talking. I've been wearing Moldavite for almost a year now, which is crazy. What a crazy journey it has been to get to this point. I did purchase Libyan Desert Glass a few months ago, so I don't know a ton about Libyan Desert Glass, but what I do know is it works with your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and your root chakra. So everything below your sacral chakra is what it works with. So I personally got Libyan Desert Glass because I needed some more creativity in my life. People were saying it was really good for confidence and they had really good experiences with it, and it was really aiding their manifestation because it is working with that solar plexus, which is the basis of a lot of our manifestations, our emotions, our feelings. All of that kind of comes from our solar plexus. Our creative energy comes from our solar plexus. So aligning those chakras makes it easier to manifest the things we are wanting. In regards to the Moldavite, if you've seen my Moldavite videos before, I have done other videos on it explaining my experience with Moldavite itself. However, in combination with the Libyan Desert Glass, it is a very intense feeling. I actually do not wear them together very often. When I first got the Libyan Desert Glass, I was wearing them all the time together. I was also wearing it with my AURALITE 23 pendant that I have, and it was a very intense experience. There's a lot of energy going around right now. We just entered Mercury retrograde, and there's a lot of vibes going around, so I don't actually wear these all that often together right now. I find that it's a very intense experience, and sometimes it's just a touch overwhelming. The benefits that I've seen from wearing them together, Libyan Desert Glass is really great for manifestation. So upon wearing my Libyan Desert Glass, meditating with my Libyan Desert Glass, that's a whole other category. But while wearing it and working with it, my manifestations have become easier. It's been easier for me to pinpoint blocks that I may have in regards to my manifestations, and that's been really helpful too because that accelerates the process. The more you work through, the more you eliminate those beliefs you have about what you deserve and what you don't deserve, the closer you are going to be to living the life you want, right? So working with them together, I have been able to really pinpoint a lot of my limiting beliefs, which has been great because it's important to kind of keep growing and keep pushing towards the best version of yourself. And sometimes things are going to come up for you and you're not even going to realize what they are. And Libyan Desert Glass really, along with the Moldavite of course, really has pinpointed that for me and aided me in learning where I have those blocks, where I could do a little bit more work, and where everything is kind of coming to the surface. You know what I mean? Another thing that I've noticed while wearing the two of them together is my shadow work has become very intense and very consistent. So I have, and honestly it is also in combination with the energies going around right now with astrology and Mercury retrograde, shadow work always comes up for us. However, while wearing them together, I find that I'm getting more memories are coming up, more things that I didn't even know bugged me are coming up, more things for me to work on and get through are coming up quicker, easier, and all in all, it feels easier for me to deal with them and it feels more natural, and it really helps me remember to like stay grounded in this moment. When it comes to memories and shadow work and stuff like that, it's just kind of allowing things to play out as they may and not really getting attached to how I'm feeling in any given moment because I am processing a lot. So it's kind of just being gentle on myself with the circumstances I am working with, just so I can ensure that I am evolving in the best possible way. So, meditation, I will touch on this. If you've been around this channel before, you know that I love meditation. Meditation is one of my favorite things. And so having the opportunity to meditate with both of them, it has been so pleasant. I feel like I can go so much deeper. I feel like I'm in tune with my intuition more, especially while meditating with these. It's very important for me to remain grounded in my meditations, and this helps me as well. Kind of just receiving guidance from the powers that be, my guides, my angels. Receiving guidance and support has been a lot easier while wearing the two together. And that's been something that's been really nice, because I always like to know if I'm kind of doing the right thing or if I'm on the right path. So having more of a connection with my guides and angels through these stones has been very beneficial. We'll jump into kind of the cons of them. So because the energy is so intense, it does bring on headaches sometimes, so taking them off when necessary, really cleansing them when necessary, infusing intentions into them. I will always stress the importance of giving them a job to do, and if you don't, it's kind of just like their energy is kind of just like working with yours, and it's sort of erratic. So if you give them a job to do, you can give them a job every day. Sometimes I give them like specific jobs. Sometimes I just do like a full moon ritual or a new moon ritual, and I just kind of set my intentions in a broad way that way with them. If you wanted another video on how I set my intentions with my stones, I can definitely make a video on that. But kind of just giving them a job to do so the energy is not as erratic. I wouldn't really say that's a con, but it's something to keep in mind, because sometimes we forget that like they do have energy and they are working with our energy, and if you kind of just allow them to do their own thing, you're not going to get the most out of it. So just really cleansing them, intending with them, speaking to them like they're your friends. They're here to support you. They're tools. They're here to aid you, and just really treating them with love and honoring them and the power they hold, because they are very powerful. Speaking of how powerful they are, a con to me would be the headaches, of course, when the energy gets to be too intense. So just knowing when to take it off, when to honor yourself, when to really take a quick break. I always ask my body which stones I want to wear on any given day. So I'm like, should I wear my Moldavite necklace? Should I wear my Libyan Desert Glass necklace? Should I wear all my AURALITE 23 necklace? Should I wear all 3? Should I just wear 1? Should I just wear 2? You know, stuff like that. Really honoring my body and what it needs. My body will tell me. If I'm having trouble like putting on a necklace in the morning, I'm usually like, do you actually want me to wear this today? And then I'll get some sort of confirmation or advice to not do that. So then I kind of just are like, okay, I'll just wear this today, or I'll just wear that today. Sometimes I just wear the Libyan Desert Glass by itself if I have like a specific thing I'm doing that day, like if I'm going to a job interview or I'm like speaking with a group of people or anything like that, just because like Moldavite is a very chaotic energy. I'm sure if you've worn Moldavite before, you know this as well. So kind of just looking at whatever situation I'm going to find myself in that day and deciding on whether or not I want that kind of chaotic energy going around. It can be very intense, like I said. So when I do wear the Moldavite, there's lots of grounding throughout the day. There's lots of speaking to it, just asking it to like keep me grounded, keep me sane, you know, all the stuff. But the energy is very intense. So with the intense energy, I can't sleep with them on very often anymore. When I first got my Moldavite, I was sleeping with it, I was eating with it, I was breathing with it, like I always had it on. And then I kind of got this impulse that it was like time to take it off and take a break for a little bit. So I did do that, and I didn't wear any of my necklaces for a while. And then I kind of got the impulse to wear them again. So here we are. Today I'm wearing the Moldavite and the Libyan Desert Glass, but I am running some errands, so I am going to ask my body and ask my guides if I should be wearing them both today. I did put them on just for the sake of this video. However, sometimes I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be transparent. Sometimes it's just too much, and the energies are very strong. So it has been a really great experience, but sometimes it's just remembering where you are, remembering what you need in that moment, asking yourself what you need in that moment. Will I continue to work with Moldavite and Libyan Desert Glass and AURALITE 23? Yes, of course. I actually find that now that I have better control on working with them, understanding them, honoring them, it's kind of just finding what works for me in any given day. Every day is different, every moment is different. You're walking into different energies and different vibrations, and you're meeting different people, and it's kind of just figuring out what you need for that day. And that's kind of how I've started to navigate the Moldavite AURALITE 23 Libyan Desert Glass kind of situation, because it's just easier for me to approach it with a fresh slate. What I could handle yesterday might not be what I can handle today, and what I can handle today might not be what I can handle tomorrow. And so it's kind of just like honoring that, and there's no, like, you don't need to wear them all the time. And I think that that's what some people don't realize. Like, some people just have, like, they don't have jewelry, they just have the stones, and they just meditate with them, or they just set intentions with them, or they just make like moon water with them and stuff like that. You don't need to wear them all the time on your person in order to have effects. Definitely, I've spoken with some people in the comments about grounding stones. Grounding stones are incredible. I think that a grounding stone would be really, really good for you if you're unsure about Moldavite but you're still curious. Grounding stones are really important. I had a question, do they need to be touching each other? No. So in my opinion, if the energies are working together and you have a grounding energy next to Moldavite, it's going to be the energy is still going to work the same. They're going to work together. You're still going to get the effects of Moldavite or Libyan Desert Glass or AURALITE 23 with a grounding stone. You know what I mean? It's every body is different, every person is different, every energy is different. And so as much as I love that you're watching this video, at the same time I'm going to tell you that it is important that you listen to yourself. It is important that you know what you need, and yes, you can look for guidance and support and advice from these videos, looking at experiences of how it affects other people, but you're not going to know until you get there, right? So just honor who you are, honor where you are in your journey, and trust that, like, if you will know. You will know when it's time for you. You will know when you need to take them off. You will know when you need to put on more. You will know what is good for you, right? And like, trust that. Trust your intuition. Your body's not going to lead you wrong. Your guides are not going to lead you wrong. Everything is working out exactly as it should, and you're good, okay? My biggest takeaway from my experience with Moldavite, Libyan Desert Glass, and AURALITE 23 is the importance of grounding myself, not even when I'm wearing them and just like going throughout my life. It's taught me the importance of protection, of grounding, of being centered, of really honoring myself in my human suit, because we are just energy, like floating around, exchanging energy with other beings, whether we're aware of it or not. And like, we need to ground ourselves, we need to protect ourselves, we need to set our intentions. And these stones are great tools in order to aid you in your transformation. And I think it's incredible, and I will continue to work with them. However, it's really in knowing the importance of when to take a step back and when to push forward. Honoring your body, honoring yourself, right? And so just remember that you don't need a grounding stone to wear these. You can ground yourself. You can ground yourself at any time. You don't need to ground yourself. There's not a specific time you need to ground yourself. But yeah, grounding, protection, all that stuff is so important, especially when we're working with different kinds of energies. There's different entities and all that can get in contact with us too, right? So it's just being protected and honoring where we are. I will say that over and over and over again. Honor where you are, honor what you need, and make sure you protect yourself and take care of yourself and ground yourself. And be kind to yourself, because it is very important. If you guys have any questions about these stones, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. This video was not very structured, I was just talking, so if you have any questions or I missed anything, feel free to ask me. I will be sure to get to it as soon as I can. Also, thank you so much for 62 subscribers. I'm so grateful. If you would like to subscribe and join our ever-growing little family here, I would love to have you. If this was my only time seeing you, it was so lovely to meet you, and you have such a lovely, lovely presence. And if I'm going to be seeing you again, I will see you next week. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you want to subscribe, like I said, I would really appreciate it. Give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you, and I will see you guys next week for a whole new video. I love you so much. Take care of yourself, stay safe, all the good stuff, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.